Yes, I am ready to record, and I want to go live. We'll find out if it works, though. Oh, we are live. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. That's where bears live, people. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we are going. People, we're going to go back to school. It is, golly, it is August already. Oh, for crying out loud, I already forgot. There goes Bear's professional show. Gosh dang it, I forgot the month of. I'll have to do that. Just uno momento, people. Uno momento. But as it is, people, Bear has to set out so many fires here. Put out so many fires, I should say. As the old Smokey the Bear would say. Gotta put out some fires here, including, I tell you, people, the one that everybody's talking about here. Let's go ahead, get right on into it, bring it up here for you good people, because that's right, people. We talked about this the last time, but let's go ahead, jump straight right on into it, because that's right, the human bear at the Chinese zoo. It is being seen waving, people. Yes, indeed. Actually, where is that? Hold on, let me find it here. Professional show, all that jazz. There they are. That human-looking bear. How dare they? How dare they? A Chinese zoo has been forced to bare all its secrets, rather, following allegations. Its popular bear is actually a human in disguise. What? How would that be? How would that be? The Hangzhou Zoo in China gained international interest after a video of one of its bears standing on its hind legs went viral, forcing officials to deny people it was a human in a costume. That would be crazy. A new video of the zoo's 4-year-old sun bear named Angela has caused further doubt, showing the human-like bear waving to visitors who have flocked to see the mysterious mammal. It's not that mysterious, he's saying hello, for crying out loud. She. However, an animal expert has spoken out against the claims the Chinese sun bear is human in a lifelike bear suit, insisting, in fact, it's a real bear. Ashley, Marshall, an expert from Chester Zoo, told the BBC that the animal is definitely a real bear, even though she agreed with dubious zoo visitors that some bears often do look a lot like people in their costumes. Craziness. Craziness, man. Yes, indeed. Oh, where are we? Marshall pointed out that the folds in the sun bear's back, which doubtfully viewers assumed was evidence of a human in ill-fitting costume, how dare they, were actually to help protect the bear from predators with the loose skin, allowing the bear to, quote, turn around and fight back if attacked. That's right. That's right, I didn't lose a lot of weight. It's so I can turn around and fight back, people. Yes, indeed. Hangzhou Zoo, try saying that 3 times fast, addressed the wild accusations in a statement on Monday, pretending to be from Angela. Gosh dang it, why you gotta be pretending? That the bear seen standing up and staring at bemused-looking visitors. This is a real bear, not a human dressed up in costumes. A 4-year-old Malaysian sun bear named Angela in the Hangzhou Zoo went viral on, what am I reading here? Oh, some Twitter thing. Some people think I stand like a person. It seems you don't understand me very well, the statement said. Because the way they stand, the local zoo says, some people online question whether they are a human in disguise. That forced zookeepers to note that the sun bear from Malaysia are smaller than other bears and have a different appearance, but are just as real. Following the video of the bear going viral, the conspiracy has fueled a 30% increase in visitor numbers at the Hangzhou Zoo in the Xinjiang province a day. Holy cow, people. Hopefully they'll pick up any mysterious flu-like symptoms out there. That would be terrible. Who was this? Emily Lefroy from the New York Post, people. There you are. There you are. Do not believe the wild, silly rumors out there that there are people in bear costumes. That's just nuts. I mean, what are you gonna believe? Some random internet viewer or America's most trusted news by a bear? That would be the Comics Bear right here. You know what, people? I do gotta make a shout out and thank everybody out there. We've actually crossed. Holy cow, people! We couldn't have done it without your support. We crossed 400 subscribers. So thank you so much. Appreciate everyone out there. All our new viewers and subscribers. Appreciate it. Hey, come on by, hang out, sit a spell with Bear, and let's chat it up. Chat it up. Much like P Money here. He says, "Yay, I made it." Bears making YouTube videos makes perfect sense, but ones that stand up and wave, it is impossible. It is impossible. I don't know. Bears waved plenty of times. Plenty o' times. Check the tape. Check the tape, people. All right. Well, going from dispelling one rumor to another out here. Man, oh man. Bear really shouldn't have to do this. But let's go ahead, get right on into it. Scurrilous accusations out there, emanating from some of the most prominent comic skaters out there. Poor old Patrick. Let's just go ahead and get right onto into it here, right off the top. People probably, let's clip Bear and make fun of him. Blah blah blah. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Bear was there. He was there. He saw Superman pooping. In picture form there, but he saw it. He saw it all. Well, not quite all of it, but plenty of it out there. I want to address some of the rumors here of some out here. Talk about Patrick Parnell. Party time, Patrick. Pusher Patrick. Oh, nefarious things were going on in Tampa Bay. Not really. Probably shouldn't have to defend Patrick. Enjoyed his video that he put out just the other day. Man, oh man, Bear. Hope you people enjoyed some of Bear's videos, but I was looking at some of Bear's videos and checked out Patrick's video. It's like, man, this is a whole lot better. This captures a whole lot more of the excitement of the Tampa Bay rather than just kind of randomly walking around and shooting stuff. Bear probably shot maybe like 1% of all the stuff that happened out there. But anyways, a great video from Patrick. I got there originally on the first, for Bear the first day, Friday. Got there late on Friday, walked in, looked around. There's all the Comic Skate people, kind of saw some of the stuff. Coming around the corner there, hey, there's Patrick Parnell. I was like, Patrick, what's up, buddy? Hey, how's it going? Hey, I know you, right? I'm like, no, it's probably the other Bear that you know. You've never met the Comics Bear here, but hey, great to meet you. Enjoy all the stuff that you're doing out there. Don't watch the channel that much, but go ahead and subscribe and check it out and all that fun stuff. Hey, what was going on, later this evening? Saw some stuff that was, happening the night before. Hey, what's going on? Oh, we're gonna go to the castle. We're gonna go to this place called the castle. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Where's that at? Ybor City. And it's a little far away there for Bear. Didn't have Uber or anything like that. Quite a walk. I already walked pretty far. We ended up just kind of hanging out there at the comics convention for maybe another hour or two. Ended up heading over. Basically, just a whole bunch of us just kind of gathered together and started hanging out along the walk. We walked all the way back. I think a lot of the people were staying at a hotel, probably, oh gosh, maybe about a mile away. Maybe not quite a mile. It seemed like it was a mile because we walked all the way around the convention center for no apparent reason. But anyways, got all the way there. Met a number of people. You watched the video the last time. You know what was going on, yada, yada. Went to go out to grab something to eat. Came back. Enjoyed all that stuff. And plenty of people that we hadn't had there before. Renee, I don't think she was at the dinner. A couple of other people there. They were all ready to go. Got the leather on, got ready to go to the castle. So when people, it's funny when people say, "Oh, the sex dungeon," that was Bear. That was Bear that actually called it the dungeon first, on accident. Didn't know that. Forgot the name of the castle, so it called it the dungeon. And apparently it stuck around. Wanted to go check it out. Looked like it was a good time had by all. Over there, it sounded like they rented their own little room space there in the club. That's where it seems like a number of people kind of came in and we saw all the nakedness that was going on and all that sort of stuff. So there's a whole thing going around that Patrick is like subverting Comicsgate or subverting the people that went down there, trying to take him to some sort of crazy sex dungeon and get whipped and all this other stuff. No, it was just Patrick. If Beer had to take it on faith what he was trying to do, hey, he was just being a great host. They're from Florida, good artist there from Florida. So, hey, everybody, come on down. Let's go check it out. That may have been his little scene. So, hey, let's go ahead and check out a club that I've either been to or know about or something like that. I think he was just trying to bring everybody together and go out for the evening. I don't think it was anything nefarious or anything like that. As far as pushing drugs onto people, crying out loud, people, Patrick was not there at the convention selling drugs. This is, I don't know where that rumor came from. I don't know who keeps putting it out there, Jon Malin. But, like, no, that's not at all what happened. There may have been some stuff that people got into. It seemed like Cecil dropped some acid and, did his little thing up in his hotel. That's why he wasn't with us on the little burger shack that we went to. So, no, he's not pushing anything on anybody. To take the other side, the Jon Malin side over there, I could probably see. Oh, okay. You see somebody in a club that's got essentially a butt plug in there. Hey, that's not a good look for Comicsgate, where comics are essentially trying to sell to kids, young adults. Some of the older people buy them as well, but the thought, the idea is comics going to kids, young adults. So we don't want to have that mixed in with all that sort of weird stuff or the drug stuff. We want to separate that. Maybe he's jumping ahead here and saying, oh, hey, I didn't go down there, but I want to kind of jump ahead and make sure that all these people on Twitter that might be talking about it. Oh no, we don't support any of that, or maybe that's what he was trying to do. I'm not sure. Not really sure about that, but that's kind of where it goes. But if so, Beer got to meet what was it? Suck It. Sorry, people. Got to meet a chatter, a commenter out there called Suck It. I think he either came up to Shane or it might have been Cecil. And he was the person that ended up purchasing a lady out there named Witten. Ended up purchasing her butt plug and has it on a prominent location in his house and yada, yada, yada. So that came from the Jack Show. So people in butt plugs in clubs where that stuff was going on. That's bad. That's horrible. We can't have that in Comicsgate. But you can have literally a crack whore. Literally a crack whore with her butt plug on the Jack Show. And somebody buys it. And that's cool. That's all right, man. We're down with everything. And I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. I think some people are kind of probably more sour grapes than anything else. But no, we had a great. Oops, sorry, chat there. Had a great time. Excellent time down there. I don't think anybody to a person that you would actually talk to that was down there had a bad time. We all had a great time, and seeing some of the stuff on Twitter being talked about, people that were actually down there and what was going on with all that stuff. It's like, y'all weren't even there. You guys were on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook or whatever. We were actually there. We kind of knew what was going on. We kind of knew early on before even anybody went to the clubs. Like, okay, yep, it's Beer called it the dungeon by accident. That name stuck apparently. So there we go. Jay, great to see Jay here. Got to see Jay down there and his lovely bride. Had a great time with Jay. If you saw some of the videos, Jay was walking around. I think he was handing out cards for, I think, Shane, or it might have been Renee. A couple of those people down there. So trying to bring people in. So you got people like Jay down there trying to bring people into Comicsgate, and then you got other folks out there. Oh, there's some crazy stuff that's going on down on Tampa Bay, selling drugs and all this other stuff, and come on, man. It might have been Bear's first convention, but it's not his first rodeo. Unfortunately, Bear's had people that he's known that's died of, drugs and stuff like that. So it's not. He's not a virgin on any of that stuff. So, anyways, dispelling. There's Jay. There's Jay just with Cecil and Shane. Oh, one of the favorite photographs that Bear took there. Great stuff. Great to have Jay here. Let's see. Let me go back here. Let's see. P-Money says, I'm freaking out whenever I see Cecil's face. It feels wrong. Yes, indeed. Kind of like an elderly Jewish grandmother. I never thought I'd be hearing. I never thought I'd be hearing a Bear talk about crazy sex dungeons. The only reason Bear didn't go, literally got down there on Friday. We went out to dinner. I still had the backpack on, so it's like, okay, we're gonna go to a club with a backpack. I should have left it at the hotel, but that and trying to find a ride. I could have got a car, but I had to go all the way back to the hotel to go get it, and that was a mile and a half away. I didn't know where it was. I knew Ybor City, and some of those clubs down there, Bear is tangentially aware of some of that stuff down there, but it's been quite a while since Bear's been to Ybor City, so there you go. A long walk back, essentially. So Bear was like, I'm gonna skip this. I tell you, on Cecil, rose from the dead like Lazarus. I mean, he was down on the count for his acid trip in the shower or something like that. Came from the dead. I think he came after. I think Jay after we were at what was that? The loft where we were doing drinks or something. So. Lost a pool game. Me and Zayd lost a pool game to Biggins. Fun stuff out there. I never thought I'd be hearing a Bear talk about sex dungeons. There we go. Let's see. Are you on Twitter? Off, Jay. Let's see. Let's put that to a vote. Let's just go ahead, put it to a dang vote. No, Bear is not on Twitter just yet. That's kind of something that's. But how do I do the poll? For crying out loud. Yeah, the Loft Hotel. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, fun time. Got to see a number of people. Got to essentially meet people. We were a little scattered at the dinner, so we came back kind of in different groups. People are still kind of hanging out there. I think we closed down the hamburger place. Came back, had some drinks at the bar there. Hung out, played some pool. Got to meet more people. Not everybody went to the dinner, so got to meet more people. Got to meet Zayd and his brother there, so that was great. All fun stuff. Fun and excitement. I can't call it Twitter anymore. It's X. It is X. Crazy sex dungeons, crack whores, and butt plugs. Nothing but high-class conversation on Bear's show. Bear had to address the rumors out there. Many people trust Bear for their news. So I got to leave it out there for people. Let people know. Let them know right up front here what was going on in crazy old Tampa. Had a great time. Had an excellent time. Excellent time. I just wish that took more photos and videos. Bear had the camera tell the story. So I brought the camera. Brought the nice camera with Bear. We were there on Sunday. I think Jay was there with us on Sunday. Hanging out, doing all the things. Brought that with me because Narwhal wanted to check it out. So brought it there, showed it with Narwhal and everything. Got turned around, went to go do other stuff, forgot, left the camera there at Shane Davis's table, and Bear was coming back maybe 5-10 minutes later or something like that. Yanzi waving Bear down. Bear, come here. Is this your camera? It's like, oh yeah. Oh, thank God. I was there. But never took any video, so probably should have done that. The iPhone, it's an old iPhone. It's an iPhone 8, so it's all shaky and just shaky cam. So I apologize, people, but that was the best that Bear could do. The best that he could do. Send Jay the link. Jay, I'm sorry, but a Bear is on OBS here, and I gotta figure out how the heck how the heck to do that. So give Bear maybe a week or two. I've been meaning to do that. But here's what we'll do. Here's what we will do for Jay. What we will do for Jay is we will. Where is it? There we go. There we are. We are. What the heck is the difference? Words, blah, blah, blah. We'll just do standard for right now. There you go, Jay. There you go, sir. There you go. Eric is here. Oh my God. Talking about cool cucumbers in a sex dungeon. Eric was a blast. Great to meet Eric. A cool guy. A little bit reserved. One of my favorite, very, I guess, very much comic convention talk was with Eric, and I'm trying to remember who else was there. We were talking about Star Trek movies. We were talking about Star Trek, which one was the best movie. Some people think two or three. Bear's 4. I was dropping some knowledge, I think, on Eric. We were talking about 5 and like how that might have been like a dream, where they go to Yosemite and Kirk falls from the mountain. Spock saves him. They go back and go to hang out by a campfire or something like that, telling campfire stories. They fall asleep. Now the movie is about Spock's brother, and they go to try and find God. Why does God need a spaceship? Yada yada yada, all that sort of stuff. So the theory is they all fell asleep, and it was all part of Kirk's dream. So, anyways, that was probably one of the most comic convention chats that Bear, had plenty there, but was right in the thick of all that. So, blew his mind. Get a camcorder and record on VHS like a man. Well, sorry, sir. Bear is a bear. And don't tell anybody different. Don't, like early on in the show here, we were talking about people in bears' costumes. And that's not the case here at all. Hold on. I gotta make Eric a legendary mod here. It was great. Great meeting, Great meeting Eric down there. Great meeting everybody there. Everybody had a great. There's Bear and Jay. Good stuff. Oh, getting it closer, farther away with the picture and everything. Good stuff. Oh man, that was fun. Oh, was EVS talking about Bear on his show? Was he? I don't know. Was he? I didn't catch that. I caught some of the stuff on Shane's show last night where. Yeah, they kept talking about all the, stuff that happened in Tampa. It's like, you guys weren't even down there. What the? Don's making some sort of Zapruder-like film of, what happened down there, what was going on. It's like, come on, man. I mean, Bear's probably forgotten more things than what they're trying to dig up here. So I don't know. I don't know if he was talking about it or not. I don't know if he was. If he was, send Bear a link here and. We'll try and take a look at it. All right. Well, in addition, if you have any questions, we'll talk. We will talk about. No, he liked your review. Oh, really? Oh, of the con. Excellent. Okay, I'll have to go check. Was that today? Bear hasn't been on YouTube much today, so I haven't. Oh, the CyberFrog 2 review. Oh, excellent. Okay, cool. Every once in a while, Bear will do campaign reviews. So, just kind of, hey, what to buy. Oh, God, he saw the one where... Maybe he got it fixed, I don't know. There was, early on, he had the 24-hour variant of when they started. And that went away after the first 24 hours. It went away. But if you went on there, I know it was still on there maybe a couple days later. I don't know if it was on there a week later. You could still buy them in like a 5 or 10 pack. So I was telling people, hey, if you haven't gotten the 24-hour variant, go just buy the cheapest comic there and get the 5-pack, and you probably sell 4 and make your money back, and you're good to go. So, yeah, campaign reviews are fun. Bear needs to get back into the review part. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Ethan saw the CyberFrog 2 review. I think he made mention of that. Because I made mention of it was Bear's favorite comic until Godlike comes out. I think John approved of that. So there we go. John's just making content. Only problem is if somebody doesn't understand. Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was just kind of a. He's trying to twist a knife there a little bit. So, okay, thank you, Eric. Thank you. I wanted to preface that by saying, hey, if that's what was going on, okay, cool. Cool beans. We got to get you on X, says Jay, to grow your channel. By the way, you're now on EVS's radar. Bear is a moderator on EVS's channel. I don't know how. I don't know how I got to be a moderator on the channel, but yeah, Eric is a way. It's great to have Eric here as a moderator. Way better moderator. I was watching that last night with Eric, just putting in the work, letting people know about all the books and everything. That is a excellent moderator out there, just doing the work, putting in the stuff. Beer just wants to go and just kind of listen and kind of relax, or maybe I'm doing other work or something like that and have it on the background. So. Anyhow, yeah, a little bit on EVS's radar. He's got plenty of people out there, good stuff. As long as EVS doesn't think Bear is a man in a costume. My wife once made that claim, and I said, "Never speak such blasphemy. How dare she?" Oh, P Money, how's the vacation? I forgot to ask that. I hope you had a good time. Hope you had a great time over there. Beer went on his own little vacation, on a lark, on a drive. Jay, Eric, I don't know if you guys know this, but Beer was like, I think maybe P-Money, where we talked about this last Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but the week before. Beer was like, they've got a comic convention in Tampa. That might be interesting. I wonder what it would be like if Bear just showed up at the convention. So literally Thursday night, packing into Friday morning, and then just got down there on Friday. So everything was just drop of the hat and lark. I mean, I've seen Eric before in the chat. I've seen Jay every once in a while in the chat, but it's very hard when you've got hundreds of chats going by, and it's like, oh, okay, that person. So it was a lot of kind of meeting people for the first time, but you're meeting people for the first time, but it's like you've been friends for the longest time. So yeah, it was great. Lifetime friends here with Jay and Eric if they'll have beer, for sure. For sure. Some great stuff here. Anyways, the other thing that Beer did just the other day, in addition to comic reviews, Beer every once in a while does a movie review. Beer actually went out and checked out the Oppenheimer movie. So we'll get into that here. Went and saw it in IMAX. Saw it in the big IMAX. So not the huge. Hold on. We gotta do the traditional. Where is it? One of these days, professional show. There we go. The movie review for Oppenheimer. So Bear went and checked it out in the IMAX, the big IMAX, not the huge, like the 70 millimeter. They only got like 24 of them in the entire world. So, but the biggest one besides that. So went to go check it out. Hadn't been into a movie theater in quite a while. Last time Bear went into a movie theater, the police were called, Fish and Wildlife, it became a whole scene. Anyways, went and checked it out. Interesting movie. So let me get into it here. Find it one of these days. Where is it? Is that it? No, that's the poster, for crying out loud. Oh, P-Money says he hung out with family at the Toronto Aquarium. At the Science Center. Not Century, sir. Center. And got pictures of the kids at the... Oh, so they did go up on the CN Tower. Excellent. I remember you saying they were pretty scared. So, great. You got them up and got to check out all of the Toronto area. Looks good. Looks good. Bear wasting popcorn, not eating one kernel. No, actually, the popcorn was excellent there. They although they did have they hardly put any salt on it. So Bear went to the little kiosk counter thing that they had there. So they had a little thing there with salt, and you had to go put like a little bit of salt in there. You just wanted just a little bit of extra salt, a little bit of taste there, and of course it dumps the entire salt thing in there. You're like, for crying out loud! It's like the first, what would that be? Like the first couple, layers there, I suppose. They're real salty. Really salty. Really salty. Oh, Eric says Narwhal did the same thing. He didn't get his plane ticket until like 2 days beforehand. That had to have been a nightmare. Holy cow. Bear was going to drive Narwhal to the airport there, but he said, yeah, I'm going to be leaving at 5 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that, Narwhal. I'm going to sleep in for the first time. Bear's only somewhat legitimate sleep that entire time was, what was that, Sunday night and Monday morning. So, yeah. Holy cow, was exhausted. Running on adrenaline, had a great time, but man, oh man, was just, I hadn't had sleep until since that Wednesday, because Thursday was a long day, Friday, Saturday, oh man, we had a great time at the cigar festival. Cigar festival there. Cigar festival? Graham's little get together. Eric, how many people do you think we had there at the cigar festival? Probably Beer heard about 60, 65 or so. So pretty well attended. Pretty well attended. We also had there was a huge motorcycle convention going on at the same time. It was the Buffalo Soldiers, a black motorcycle. I don't want to call them a gang or anything like that. A motorcycle club out there. So they had a huge. They had taken over the pavilion the night before, so there were a couple of people there that Saturday that were still there. But yeah, it was crazy because Bear was walking down the Riverwalk and walked by Emily, and they had all the bikes parked out there at Emily, kind of their not parking lot, although they do have a parking lot there, but plaza, I guess you could say, the plaza there. I'd hate to be the one guy that knocked over the motorcycle and it just knocks over like 500 other motorcycles that were out there. It was crazy. So, Comicsgate in a motorcycle club all at the same time. We need to figure out how to merge that somehow. Somehow, some way. Biggin said he counted about 60. Okay, there we go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Yeah, we had people come and go. There were people that didn't show up to the convention that showed up to probably just came for this. So, or I should say that event there. So, yeah. We probably had how many would you guess, Eric? On kind of let's just say Saturday and kind of the busiest day there. We probably would have a good group of about 20 to maybe 30 or so cycling around. People would come and go a little bit. Bear walked around quite a bit, so probably about 20 or 30 or so in front of the booths. Most of the booths there, unless it was something to do with anime or, there were very few comic artists at a comic convention, which was kind of strange, but CG was some of the best, most well attended. People would walk by and see the whole group of people just chatting it up, and it's like, what's going on with all this sort of stuff? Jay was out there handing out flyers to people to come by. So Bear knows there were a couple people that came by that had no idea what CG was about or anything like that, checking it out, that sort of deal. Purchased a couple books, so great stuff. Great way to get the information and knowledge out to people. That Comicsgate, it's doing great, but it also needs to bring in more new people as well, and not like crazy or grifter types or anything like that, but just kind of expand that field. So yeah, it was great to hang out with a lot of the artists down there that were doing that. So. When me and Jay, I think Eric was there at the lunch on Saturday, we had a long conversation about hey, how can we do something like Tampa and do it better? How can we do it and make it represent? How can we do this and take lessons learned and put it towards for the Fans Fest? Um, plenty of great ideas, not only just from the artists, but a lot of, we'll just call it the chat, from the chat as well. Gosh, I need to come up with a shirt that says, from the chat. So and so from the chat. The Comics Bear. Hi, my name is the Comics Bear from the chat. we did need name tags though. We did, except for Eric. Or and Jay, I suppose. You know, hi, my name is blank. I go by, the Comics Bear or whatever on the chat. So yeah, we really we really needed that. Or like a shirt of some kind. No thanks for Bama and his hard work at the con. No, I did. I was yeah. No, again. Let's do it again. Let's do this for the second time here. Jay was doing a magnificent job handing out the. I think it was flyers or it might have been cards for the tables. I believe it was for Shane. I remember he was handing out certain ones for people who were into the video games, and then certain ones that were people into more anime and comics and that sort of stuff. Um, we got handed a card as well. That was kind of interesting there, but from Mark Brooks, not from him. He was going to be there, I think, a month or two later or something like that. Wonder if we should just crash that party. That would be kind of interesting. But no, Jay did a great job representing CG down there. In his official capacity. I mean, he was just, hey, how you doing? All this other stuff. Sometimes people gave, either gave the card back or something like that. Jay did a magnificent job of holding his tongue and not letting loose on those people. He did every once in a while. He did every once in a while there. I hope you die of diabetes. Something like that. No, Jay was representing, and it was everyone's card. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, no, Jay was representing, doing the well. We were all, if you watch some of, I think it was the second video, the 20-minute long one. Jay was like the boat, and we were all in the wake behind him because there's so many people there. So Jay was just leading the charge, handing out the cards. Rest of us were just kind of chatting up, saying hi. We went by Batman. Hey, Batman. Hey, I'm Batman. Great stuff. All of the Batmans were there. All of the Batmans were there. The burden he bears. The burden he bears. Well, you did a great job. Jay did a great job down there. I will sing his high praises here. He did an excellent job. Just bringing people in and bringing people together. It was, we became fast friends and just, it was like that. Oh, okay, you're with Comicsgate? All right, you're cool. I might not remember you from the chat or this or that. Oh, okay, all right, we're cool. It was really like that. I mean, that the first day for Bear, that would be Friday for Bear. Late in the day, people had already kind of wound down and everything, and Bear just shows up out of the, who the heck is this? Who the heck is this animal over here? Hey, what's going on, people? Yada yada yada. And it was just, all right. Hey, you're with Comicsgate? Come with us. We're gonna go down and get some burgers. Which that burger was super spicy. They put an egg on it for some reason. I don't know why they put an egg on it. That is another story for another time here. Jay was a Shane's booth babe. Or Cecil. It was kind of interesting because you had Shane with Cecil, and was there somebody else that was there? I think it was just Shane and Cecil, and then you had Mandy, who had her own booth, and then you had Patrick, who had, let's see, Camel Moon, Kelsey, Irene, Vaughn, the Diaz brothers. I might be missing one or two. That was a holy cow, that was a full table. The burgers were great. Bears was just really spicy. Holy cow. That's how I'll get goodbyes from now on. I hope you get diabetes. P Money, if you ever have the chance, if we actually finally do the For the Fans Fest down there in, I think, Orlando. We were hoping to maybe. Tampa it was. Uh, Let me know, guys. Tampa was pretty cool in that it was nice and laid back, right? It was. Orlando is more just kind of a huge strip mall, essentially, with roller coasters. Tampa is kind of more of the older school Florida, um, just sort of more mellow. It's almost got like a Key West vibe to it. So, yeah, I think everybody down there. Kelsey is a good example. Came down there with the knife, was ready to stab somebody. Left just having a blast and having a great time. Go watch his video when he got back there. I think that was it might have been Monday. Might have been Monday or Tuesday that he put that out. Complete shift of attitude. Complete shift of attitude and everything. Even though Jay might not want me to tell him this, we walked by the lab. I don't know if you remember this, Jay. We walked by the lab comic thing. I think they had it, gosh, maybe 3 or 4 rows down on that first aisle. I was talking about Brian Shearer. You asked me, was he with us? And, not necessarily Brian. He might have been at the very beginning, broke off, yada, yada, yada. Elliot Fernandez was there as well, and seeing him and Kelsey together. I was just trying to get Elliot, come on down, come on. You're not going to have any problems. You're not going to have any issues whatsoever with any of that stuff. But yeah, just everybody just had a fantastic time. Came back, I think more, other than just lack of sleep, just more energized and ready to go. Except for some of the people that got sick. Gosh, Irene got sick. I think Vaughn got sick. I can't remember if Patrick said he got sick. It might have been Whitney that got sick. There were a number of people that got. It was a super spreader event, people. Oh my god. Beer is healthy. Beer is healthy. I guess that's that zootropic transmission there. Just doesn't work with beers. Not at all here. There we are. Let's see. Jay says, "I go before ye as your guide." He was a great guide. Great guide. We were just walking around having a blast. I apologize to everybody that wasn't there that's watching the video and it's shaky as hell. Kind of with the gosh, I've been leaving it on the Oppenheimer thing here. Kind of with the Oppenheimer, where the movie was more of an experience rather than trying to watch something. So walking around, that was the experience of it, of just walking around and everywhere you look is something new and crazy. And I could have spliced that up a little bit. Patrick did a great job with it. I like Narwhal's video as well. That was pretty good. But just kind of showing the experience of just walking around. So that's kind of what it looked like there. Yeah, 20 of us at Butterburger. The crate. Oh God, weird. Hold on. I gotta show. Gotta show people. Let me get out of this. Hold on. If you're new here, Bear tries to do a professional show and just can never do it. Just can never do it here. Oops. Where are we? One of these days. This isn't a very good shot of it. There's Jay in the background. Who was next? Who was next to you and your wife there, Jay? I forget who was in the CyberFrog shirt. So we get into the burger place. I think they had reservations for what, like 10 or so. Oh, 7 of 9. Good to see you here, sir. I think they might have had reservations for 10 people. 20 of us show up, and it's like, that manager there was a boss. He was working his tail off, and also the waitress as well. So it was like, oh, okay, here comes in 2 more people, because we didn't all walk in at the same time. So here comes a couple more people, and a couple more people. So he's bringing over one table and bringing over another table and bringing over another table. It's like, oh, for crying out loud. Oh, okay, well read. Okay, all right. Gosh, I thought, okay, I must be mixing him up with somebody else then. Okay. Well read, good deal. Great to meet Well Read. Anyways, we come in. They're trying to put the tables together, so they got 4 circular tables that they put together, and then they put another Rectangular table behind that, and let's see, do I have another one? Yeah, there we go. There's Bancroft over there. Sonny was a trip, man. Got to have a good long conversation with Sonny. He was great. Very Brooklyn, very Brooklyn. But I says, come on down, damn Yankee, come on down here to Florida. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Spend money, that sort of deal. But yeah, anyways, they linked up the main table that you see them here with all the circular tables, and then another table. So he was like, hey, you over there, how you doing? That sort of deal. So it was usually like the person right next to you. I can't remember if Eric was right next to me or not. It might have been somebody else. Anyways, great time there. Great time there. The triple cheeseburger. And Eric says it was great. There we go. I would have gotten that, but beer is lactose intolerant. So got the. It was supposed to be a burger with like onions on there. It was just supposed to be like a burger with sautéed onions and bacon, and that was all great. But then they put on an egg, and it was like super spicy. I mean, like spicy, hot spicy. So ate about half of it and says, okay, that's fine. I'm hungry, but I can't handle this spice here. And then you go back to the hotel on only half of a burger and start drinking. Just start pounding stuff down. By the way, Narwhal bought beer a drink. So Jon Malin, Narwhal gave Beer a shirt. He already had an Earthbound shirt. Gave him another one. So good on you, Narwhal. Narwhal bought Beer a drink. Jon Malin still owes Bear a drink. I don't know. Was there somebody else there with a graveyard? Graveyard shift shirt. I don't. I think there was one other person there with the graveyard shift because I think we met up on Saturday. I'm trying to remember who it was. Shoot, it might have been Well Read. Anyways, yeah, we were representing there. Bear only had the 2 Comic Skate shirts. Well, 3. I bought one from Shane. It was funny. I'm sitting there having this big long conversation with Elliot and trying to get him back and mend fences and all this other stuff, and I'm wearing the 9 Lives T-shirt. So he's sitting there pointing at me and all this other stuff, and I look down and I'm like, oh crap, I'm still wearing the 9 Lives shirt because Beer got a little hot. Okay, so I'll tell this story. Beer got a little hot. There on Sunday, so had to change out of the shirts. That's why Beer bought a shirt there from Shane. I should have bought more stuff there. I got a shirt. I went to a con and all I got is this lousy 9 Lives shirt and a great book from Irene out here. So Bear is sitting there, changing right there at the booth. a bear there. So hopefully, thank goodness nobody took any pictures of that. No pictures of that, thankfully. Oh yeah, Bear tipped the waitress. Oh, a good $10, I think. I had to break a 20 or something like that, and said keep 10 for yourself. So yeah, she got tipped by Bear at least. All right. Oh, good. Like I said, good to see Seven here. Did the guy who Shane drew on at the con? I don't know. I don't know that. Unfortunately, there's a lot of comic skate channels out there, and Beer wasn't the best at going to each and every one. Like, it was the first time Beer watched more than probably an hour of the Ballers show. Beer would kind of come in and come out here and there, but yeah. So I'm sorry, Seven. I don't know. Don't know that. Eric says, Bear tries to do a professional show. Picture of Superman on a toilet flashes on screen. Yeah, that was the lady that was like, you need to buy this print. You're taking a picture of it. You need to buy it to support the artist. And I'm like, I'll delete the picture. Jay had a good thing. Just tell her that you had a YouTube channel, Bear, and have her, promote it or something like that. It was an anonymous artist, so I don't know who the artist was, but fun stuff. Millions of stories like these people. I mean, everywhere you turn, it was almost a story. Almost. Yeah, that manager was a beast. Yeah, he was awesome. Him and the waitress, and also heard the bartender. I should have went up to the bar. I was getting thirsty at that point, if you know what I mean. So here we are. What does a bear drink at a con? During the day, it was water. During the day, it was water. Bear ended up did get from the food vendors that were outside. God, waiting in line for forever and just it never moved. Bear went over and got like an $8 iced tea. It was a good iced tea, but it's yeah, not $8 worth. But no, it was mainly water. You needed to. It was hot. You guys can back Bear up. It was probably a good 95 degrees out there that day. Luckily, Tampa's got a little bit of a sea breeze, so it had a little bit of a breeze to it. But man, it was you were sweating. You were sweating outside. That's for sure. Great to see Amy here. Great to have Amy here, and Melissa as well, wherever she is at. She's right there. Hey, Melissa. There you are. We're just again dispelling rumors about the crazy Tampa Bay Comic Con. I'm gonna try and eventually do an Oppenheimer review, but hey, it's great just to talk to some of the great folks here that Beer got to meet. So we're doing a little bit of that as well. Reminiscing. More Comicsgate people need to get out of the house. Come on down and have fun like we did. Anyways, P Money, if you ever have the chance to come down to the for the Fans Fest, hopefully we do it in Tampa and not in Orlando, but whatever the case may be, come on down, please. Would love to see P Money. Would love to see the Lester sisters. Would love to see all of our chat out here. By the way, finally passed thanks to folks like Jay, thanks to folks like Eric out there, and a number of other people. Finally passed 400 subscribers. Yay! Hopefully, finally, we can pass Bear's alternate channel in subscribers. That would be the thing. That would be. Let's see. P. says, sorry, I've been sightseeing in Toronto. Very cool. Amy says, a Bear and us were trying to figure out how to smuggle you to Florida for the next MegaCon. Or whichever con. Yes, indeed. We need to... him and Dale Keown. We need to smuggle Dale Keown. I got one up on Dale. Got the hug Mandy. It's one of the best hugs. It was. And Renee's legendary booty. Legendary. Anyways, let's see. Peabody's youngest loved the fish. Well, so does Bear. Fish are delicious. So the stole picture off the internet and complained that you didn't buy the prints. Oh, I'll try and get back to that. Let's see. It is somewhere in here. Let's see. Oops, there it is, right there. Get rid of the chat, gosh darn it. There is the infamous Superman poops. Superman poops. Yeah, we had a good discussion about that. Wouldn't Superman's poop rocket through? Especially if you had to go. Wouldn't it rocket through the toilet deep into the Earth's core or something like that? I mean, the things you learn at a Comic-Con. The things you learn and talk about there. There's Kelsey right there. Doing his right. That was a busy table. That's like half of the table, and the other half is Renee, and you can see the Riot Press stuff in the back there. So, yeah, I hope it's okay that we show Cecil here. I think he's pretty much been outed here. So there we go. Cecil was everything that you've seen and heard of him on the chats and on some of the live streams and whatnot, just like that in real life as he is. There's no hiding behind any of that stuff, and I probably would say the life of the party down there. He was just doing a great job, just mingling out with everybody, but took time to how you doing, what's going on, all right. He was out there. You had plenty of people vying for Cecil's attention, getting pictures and all this other stuff. Bear never got a picture. I think Cecil left like 5 minutes before Bear got there on Sunday, but yeah. Cecil did a great job. Everybody did a great job down there. Everybody. Let's see. They're talking about aquariums, sharks and piranhas. Good point. Even going number one, Superman would go through a lot of toilets. That's true, especially if you got the lights coming out of your eyes here. Yeah, there we go. Everybody that is a regular on stream was exactly the same in person as on YouTube. It's true. Again, it was literally Eric. I mean, everyone that you went up to probably was, like even the first time. Hey, what's going on? Hey, who are you? Da 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 da. And it was like, okay, that's a friend of mine that I'm gonna have. The next time that we go do this, hopefully everybody here is going to be there. But next time we're going to Bear's okay. Where's Jay at? Where's Eric at? Where's this artist or that artist at? That we the Tampa Bay crew. Where they at? Hey, what's going on? What's that sort of deal. So yeah, great friends. It's nice to meet online and everything, but right there in Meet Space in person, it was excellent stuff. Eric was just a champ down there. It was great meeting Eric, and he very. You could tell he was very intelligent, but very also soft spoken as well. But when he did speak, it was like, oh, okay, all right. I'm either learning something or he's got some, great wisdom to pass along. I mean, it was great. It was great stuff. Bear is the same in real life as on YouTube, so he rummaged through the con garbage cans and scared any postman going by. P Money, I don't know if you saw the show from Wednesday, but the one book that Bear had that he was going around and having people sign was the Stealing Solo book, the infamous Stealing Solo with the back cover that was blank. So that one got signed. That one got signed by pretty much all the artists that were still down there on Sunday. So Cecil had already left, Kelsey had already left. Who else? Oh, Bancroft. I didn't get Bancroft. He'd already left. But yeah, maybe that's why Bear isn't sick. Maybe that's why Bancroft bringing over the COVID 2023, the new variation over to us. Not too many postmen at conventions. I'll repeat the one that we did on Wednesday here. Coming into the con on Sunday. So normally we would go in kind of the sort of bayside entrance there. For whatever reason, they had that closed down, so Bear had to walk all the way around to the street side entrance. Franklin Street, I think it was. Had to walk all the way around the con, So we walked by, it was like Planned Parenthood and abortion rights and yada, yada, yada. Why you would do that at a comic book convention? Hey, kids! Don't you want to sign my petition for abortion rights? I was like, no, come on. So anyways, they were doing their thing. Walks by, and guy had an umbrella, kind of like a gay pride, I guess, a multicolored rainbow umbrella. Sitting on the ground, opened, even though it was sunny and it wasn't raining. Gust of wind came up as Bear's walking by. Blew the umbrellas. All right, let me just stick my paw out and stop it, and look for the one guy that says, "Hey, buddy, is this your umbrella?" Oh yeah. Oh, thank you so much. That would have blown away or whatever. Yeah, not a problem. Hey, won't you sign our petition? I'm like, nah, that's all right. I got a Comics Gate convention to go to. Don't you know it's for women's rights? I'm like, yes, I know that, dummy. I didn't say dummy, but. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got it. Turned around, walked away. So, a million stories like that. A million stories. Craziness. So, not too many postmen there, but there were abortion rights activists at a comic convention. I guess you go where the people are. I guess you go where that's at. They didn't go to the Buffalo Soldiers. I noticed that. I noticed they weren't getting any petitions from the Buffalo Soldiers. So. Haven't had a chance, but I'm definitely going to catch the Wednesday live stream. That went 2 hours, so pull up a chair. Pull up a chair and hang out. Great stuff. Fun stuff. Told stories there. I kind of repeated some of the stories, but yeah, some good times. Alphabet people can't have babies. Why do they want to kill them, asked Amy. Oh, why are they there at a comic convention? That's where the people are. All right, people, let me get to it before we run out of time. Because Bear actually did. He did, people. I went to go see the movie Oppenheimer in the big screen, the big IMAX. Holy cow, that was a big screen. That was a big screen. It wasn't the 70 millimeter. 70 millimeter ones. There's only like 2 dozen in the entire world. The closest one to Bear is in like Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale or maybe Atlanta. Little far away for Bear. So caught one locally. It's still an IMAX theater. It's still the big, huge thing and everything. The short version of this, which isn't an Oppenheimer, it needed to be about an hour shorter. It was way too long. The film comes in at 3 hours and change, and everybody, you're getting your tickets and all this other stuff. They're reminding you, hey, don't forget to go to the bathroom. It's 3 hours long. It's like, oh, okay. You have people out there. It doesn't seem like it's 3 hours long, but it was pretty long, people. It was long in the sense that even though that they were trying to keep a pace going with it, especially with like making the bomb and all this other stuff, there were really only a couple parts in the movie where that really kind of played out, and the rest of it was like courtroom drama, committee hearings. There was like a committee hearing movie. There was a courtroom drama movie. There was a family drama movie. There was a biography movie. There was a making of the bomb movie. All in one movie. So they could have just focused on one aspect or 2 aspects of that and get by with. I have no idea why Robert Downey Jr.'s storyline was even in this. They could have done that in like 5 minutes. Oh, hey, he didn't like me and didn't want me to get a security clearance. Oh, okay. And that's like supposedly the whole climax of the movie of why he didn't get it and yada yada yada. And it's like, you guys have already exploded an atomic bomb. And that was like 45 minutes ago. Now we gotta just kind of sit around and yada 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 and everything. Story-wise, film-wise, just going to a movie theater and watching something on a huge screen, it looked great. The cinematics, the editing, all that stuff. Excuse me. Grab a drink here. Jay's heading out. Great to see you, Jay. Come on by. We do this every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 o'clock, so feel free to stop on by. Kind of a grab bag of stuff. So we talk comics. Right here we're talking about movies, all that good stuff. So thank you, Jay. Appreciate you. I need to pay more attention to the chat here. You chose Oppenheimer over Barbie. P-Money is shocked. Shocked, he says. Well, Barbie, once again, doing fantastic. Looks like it's going to go over $1 billion, but not really for Bear. Again, I mean, he was saying that early on, before even it came out. Then you got people, your normal YouTubers out there, like, not to pick on the critical drinker or something like that, but you got people like that watching a Barbie movie that's like, the movie's not even made for you. I don't even know why you're going to go see this, be like watching a kids movie and doing a very serious review of it. It's like it's a kids movie. Don't worry about it unless there's like weird themes or something that people need to know about it. But nah, Barbie, whatever. It wasn't in IMAX. It wasn't in IMAX. So Christopher Nolan he puts it up on the IMAX screen, huge screen. But we get like this, like committee hearings. So it's like, what was the point of that? The atomic bomb explosion, that was okay, but like, you've probably seen those effects before. Like Bear was doing the Rambo movies and stuff like that, where they'd have the big explosions. It's just like they zoomed in on one of those big explosions in the Rambo movie, and oh look, it's an atomic bomb. It's like, no, Bear's exploded things before. That's not what an atomic bomb looks like. So they had that, but eh, visually it looked great. They finally got to Christopher Nolan and said, "Hey, buddy, we need to be able to hear what the characters are saying." So even though the loud, bombastic, and believe me, in the IMAX it was loud, very bombastic, but at least you could hear the characters talking. That was a positive thing. Um, the black and white and the sort of color going kind of back and forth, that was interesting. I actually thought the movie looked better in black and white. The color stuff was just very basic color. There was no, hue or saturation that they were playing around with. It was just very kind of basic, you know, almost TV level look to it. It looked great, don't get me wrong, but just it wasn't very expressionistic in the color realm. Black and white, yes, looked great. They invented a brand new film stock for black and white IMAX, so that's the first premiere. It looked terrific. If the rest of the movie was in black and white, Bear would have been fine with it. But and they swapped back and forth between some of that stuff. The timeline stuff, man, oh man, that got really, really confusing. Because you're like, okay, I'm here. Oh no, wait, we're back here. Oh no, wait, we're back here. So at least the black and white and color kind of helped with some of that. So maybe that's why they did it black and white and color. But yeah, there was a really cool scene. I'm going to spoil a cool scene in the very beginning of it. A cool scene where Oppenheimer tries to kill his professor. And there's kind of pardon me, but a kind of a ticking time bomb element to it. That was really, as they're having a conversation. So that was really cool. Sort of the Alfred Hitchcock bomb underneath the table, tension with the conversation kind of enhances everything. That was really cool. I wish the rest of the movie was like that. I wish they had that sort of ticking time bomb thing for the making of the bomb. I thought that would have went really well, but we went back and like, oh, Oppenheimer hung out with a bunch of communists at a party. And, he didn't like what they believed, but, he liked some of the stuff, and, he thought, nuclear war was bad. And that was essentially the theme and message of the film. So, story wise, cinematically, look great. So, if you've got an IMAX near you, go check it out. If you're a fan of just film, I would say go check it out. Um, if you don't have an IMAX near you and it's just kind of one of the regular screens, you can probably go check it out. I'd say probably go to one of the Dolby ones because it's you're not getting the visual part of it, so you want to have the sound part of it, and the sound is a really big component of the movie. But yeah, it was an okay movie with good parts that if they just connected all the good parts, it would make a great movie, but it never became the great movie that everybody's saying that, oh, it changed my life, it's the best movie I've ever seen, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't know which movie you saw. Beer got bored after about 30 minutes until they started talking about the bomb and all that sort of stuff. It picked up that part, that was really good, and then they exploded the bomb, and then it's all committee hearings and all this other stuff. I don't know why Robert Downey Jr. was in this. A good actor, don't get me wrong, but the character, it's like, oh, I didn't like your security clearance, so I took it away. Okay, well, that's great and all, I guess, maybe, sorta, kinda, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, they had the IMAX in this like little tiny room. So, go figure, people. Go figure. So, anyways, IMAX, if you got it in your area, go check it out before it gets. I think you got another week before it's off of IMAX theaters. So go check that out. If not, at least go check it out in the theater with the best sound near you. Otherwise, it's kind of like they should have just made this like a TV series and stretched it out to, 5 or 6 episodes, and I think they would have been fine with that. But it's one of those Christopher Nolan movies where you got to watch it 33 times before you really get the movie. It's like, I got other things to do than watch a 3-hour movie 33 times. Oy, 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 oy. Oy, oy, oy. Let's see. Eric says the internet says the largest IMAX screen in the U.S. Is at Indiana State Museum. It's 6 stories tall. Holy cow! This one was probably 2 to 3 stories, probably 3 stories tall. So I would suppose like half that size, maybe, which is still huge. It's a huge. I mean, it's the IMAX theater. I think they just have different projectors that will project the 70 millimeter film stock. So there you go. There you are. 6 stories tall. P-Money says, at 6 stories, my neck would be permanently damaged. Beer was not the guy in the front row that's just looking straight up. You can see all of the wrinkles and, kudos to the makeup department, because you could literally see every single little wrinkle and all that sort of stuff. Cillian Murphy did a good job. I still am not sure what his character motivation is. I don't think they ever answered that in the movie. So that's kind of a downside. But he did a really good job of portraying young Oppenheimer and old Oppenheimer. You could definitely tell, facially how he had aged and everything. So, or makeup-wise, he aged. That was really good. That was really good. Didn't it's a lot of this like this, where he's staring off into the distance. It's like, I've seen so many student films that are like this. This is like the best, the most well produced, best written and thought out student film. If Christopher Nolan could go back in time and make a movie with a whole bunch of great people as a student film, he'd probably make this. So anyhow, a slight recommendation if you've got an IMAX. If you don't, hey, get out into the movie theaters, check them out. You don't see movies like this very often, but it's going to be cropped. It's going to be cropped, so just go into that knowing that. Eric says, historical dramas are almost always too long. That's true. No, they went a good hour too long. They could have cut it at 2 hours and would have been fine. I think what they did, that they had to come up with black and white. They had to invent a brand new black and white IMAX. It was also the longest IMAX movie ever, so they actually had to rejigger the projectors, especially for the 70 millimeter stuff, where it extends out just a little bit farther. They come in like 20-minute platters. The projectionist puts them together into an hour-long platter that they have. So they got 3 platters that they have. This was a little over 3 hours, so it was the longest IMAX movie. So I'm wondering if Christopher Nolan just made it long on purpose because he wanted to make the longest IMAX movie ever. Could be. So Amy says, just like Barbie, visually impressive, story a little ho-hum. The atomic bomb stuff was really interesting. I really liked Matt Damon's character. I thought he did a really good job. Again, parts of it were really good, but it's like 3 different movies in 3 different timelines, and you're saying, hey, this part of this movie in this timeline is really good, but I'm not really too thrilled about the other two stuff. You know, the apparently Oppenheimer was a big, philanderist out there. He was cheating on a whole bunch of ladies, cheating on his wife, cheating on his, all this sort of stuff, cheating on other people. You know, other ladies are married and they're cheating on him. You know, it's like, okay, I guess maybe, but why do we need that story? It really doesn't have anything to do with the story you're trying to tell. So, uh, eh, mm, parts of the story were really good. Other parts weren't. Other parts were not. Why? Eric says, why hasn't anyone been telling us for the last 70 years the nuclear war is bad? That's essentially the theme of the movie. Oppenheimer felt really bad about creating the bomb, but he also got really famous on it, and he was trying to use his fame to make sure that they didn't make the big the H bomb. They called it Super in the movie. The big H bomb. Trying to do that, so it was kind of a conflict there, I guess. But again, it's a guy staring out in space, and you're supposed to be thinking what he thinks, and it's like, I don't know. It almost reminds Bear maybe of this is Christopher Nolan's autobiography. He's telling his own story through Oppenheimer. You people don't understand the genius I have, and all the critics are wrong, and they're trying to do me dirty, and I'm just a filmmaker out there just trying to. I want to preserve the A bomb, and I don't want to make big digital movies like the H bomb. I want to make little A bomb movies, and it kind of reminds Bear of that, and kind of some of the ways that he was doing. It seems like he was telling his own story through Oppenheimer, which may be why it's a little confusing. A little confusing. Here we are. He does try to kill his teacher. Very good. If they did the parts in the very beginning, the first 20 or 30 minutes of it, little avant-garde a little bit there, but yeah, the whole professor scene and everything, that was great. Kenneth Branagh, great stuff. If they did that through the rest of the movie, it would have been awesome. Kind of that ticking bomb, ticking time clock there. That would have been really interesting. Instead, they jump back and forth and throughout, and you're supposed to be, I don't want to say confused, but you're supposed to not get all the information, so you're kind of leaning into like, okay, is this scene going to give me the information from the previous scene? And no, this is information that you're going to get for 4 or 5 scenes down the line, but you're going to forget about that because the other scenes, it gets a mess. It gets a mess out there, people. Let's see. I say the nuclear explosion would have worked better in the Barbie world. It's true. It's true. Hey, it's Jiminy. Good to see Jiminy here. P-Money, Eric Huffles. What's going on in here? Bear got to meet Eric Huffles down at the Tampa Bay Con. Jiminy, you needed to be there, man. You needed to be there. If you weren't there, you just don't know. 7 people watching. Pretty soon, Bear's channel will be going mainstream. I'll totally sell out. Completely sell out for Super Chats. That's where Bear will be. No, I need another, 600 and some odd subscribers to get monetized, so it might be a minute. Out here. Jay Bama wants to get Bear on Twitter X out there. We'll see. God, people, I really don't want to be on Twitter. Like, really, really, really don't want to be on there. It would only be not that it's like I don't want to talk to you good folks out here. It's just all of the other stuff with Twitter, and it's like it's a giant time sink. Bear's got plenty of time sinks. I don't need another time sink. So it would just really be just promoting the show, promoting the channel. Hey, I've got a new video up. Come on, check it out. I really don't want to get political or anything like that. You people know Bear's opinions on stuff. Voted for Brandon multiple times, but Actually, I tell you what, a lot of the people from out of state, were really surprised about, I guess, Florida and kind of how everything was cool. I remember talking with Narwhal where he was like, you know, we're walking downtown Tampa at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and, you know, you're not worried about the bums rushing you or anything like that. It's like, well, you know, you got to keep your eye out and everything, but we're a concealed carry state. Bear's got his claws. Watch out. Watch out, people. Let's see. Yeah, we're trying to talk Bear into getting a Twitter account to promote his channel. Yes, indeed. I should put that. How do I put that up to a vote? Let's do it. Let's see. How do I do that? Let's see. I don't want to stop the show just for that, but anyways, yeah, we'll. I don't know. Bear might just get a burner phone or something like that, and just tweet on the burner phone and keep it completely separate from everything else. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, getting the pressure from both Eric and Jay out here. Jimmy says, then people will start watching, he'll become popular and forget all about us little people. Who are you again? Who are you again? Let's see. So nuclear war is bad, says Amy. How daring. I wonder if there will ever be a movie to inform people how they need to feel about drinking hot dog water, or if it's fun to stub your toe. Neither. Yeah, so, I mean, you know, just a very basic nuclear war. Bad. Okay. Thanks. I kind of figured that one out already. That's why we haven't had nuclear war just yet. Thank you, Brandon. Bear's already going to conventions and hobnobbing with the likes of Cecil and Renee. Next thing you know, he'll be hanging out with Uncle E and walking the red carpet with Gina Carano. What a dream. What a dream. What a dream. No, Gina Carano's nice, but it would be Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. By the by, Eric can back Bear up on this. Every one of the lovely CG ladies out there, artists, wives, girlfriends, hangers-on, whatever, beautiful ladies, all the CG ladies down there, all of them, every single one. So I mean, you literally look at CG and then you look at some of the others and it's like, God, go back underneath the bridge, you freaking troll, like crying out loud. So, no, there were plenty of just beautiful looking ladies down there. It is true. I only need 500 subs to get monetized? Bears. Okay, so people that don't know, like Eric, if you want to go check it out, Bear has a alternate channel. It's just to put up for an archive the live shows. Okay, Bear was talking about the vaccines a while back and was getting shadow banned. So we got a completely archived channel that Bear has. It has more subscribers than Bear's main channel here. So we might have the alternate channel get monetized before that. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Only need 500 subs. Okay, well, cool. Cool beans. Maybe we do need to get on Twitter and push it over the edge here, man. Hanging out with Narwhal at 1 a.m. in Tampa, Bear has gone high society on us. It's true. Narwhal bought Bear a drink. Still waiting on old Jon Malin to do that. Need to get him out of the house. I am a fancy bear. Got my monocle and top hat. All that good stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay, Jimmy. Bear will wear a top hat and tails, but refuse to wear trousers. It's true. Can't wear trousers. All right, people. Well, that is the Oppenheimer thing. I had a couple other things. Let me just get oops, not that one. Gosh darn it. Where was it? Just real quickly. Let me just run through these real quick because Beer's gonna probably call it an evening here. Let's get to it. Oh, I need to do some reading. Might do that tomorrow. Got Narwhal's book here. I got Vaughn's book. Books with an S. books. Renee's book. Gosh, who else do I have here? Oh gosh, probably one or two others that I need to get a hold of here. But first, people, speaking of Narwhal, go check out. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one here. What does he have? $1,200. Come on, Narwhal. Let's see. I'll read it off here. Earthbound Grand Prix live on Indiegogo. So if you didn't check out the Fund My Comic, it's on Indiegogo. He needs some help, people. $1,200, $1,205, 25 backers. Get on over to Indiegogo if you haven't checked it out on Fund My Comic. Let's see. The third Earthbound book, Earthbound Grande Prix, is live on Indiegogo now. For those that missed the Fund My Comic campaign, it is a continuation of the Earthbound saga following the events of the first two installments, but it begins a new arc on its own. What is Grand Prix? It's something greater than yourself. So there we are. Bear did the campaign review on that a little while back, so there we are. Let's see, he's at $1,200, 25 backers. People, you can get an Earthbound catch-up for $62. I believe, is this a hardbound? Double issue floppy. So no. Oh well, Beer's got his. So at $16, people. $16, and I forget how many pages it was, but great deal. Beer's been pounding this. Gosh, I should have mentioned this down there, but trying to get the price down a little bit on some of the campaigns here. Not on quality, just bring down the price a little bit. Even with all the stuff going on in the world there, try and keep it a little cheaper there. So $16, you can't beat that. Great stuff there from Narwhal. Let's see. Here we go. Here is Uncle Lee. Finally. From Uncle Lee. Nope, not that one. He flew past 450K. Congratulations. Actually, let me see here. Hold on. He's at $513,000. Holy cow. 478 with 3,748 backers. Good job, Uncle Lee. Great job. Yeah, me and Uncle Lee, we're just going to start hanging out, cigars and beers and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to leave behind all the little people here. The little people. We just flew past 500 and some odd K. He's got a huge stretch goal. Exterminators, he says. We've only got 7 hours left. You've already passed that. This is, on the 3rd, so, yeah, a couple days ago. But here is the colored covers. There you go. There is Heather. Look out, Heather. A bunch of I don't know, larvae after them. They're baby bees. He says, but guess what? We passed 450K, which means that all of the trading cards will be packaged in a nice foil collector pack. Well, cool. I hope I didn't catch, but hopefully he will have an add-on for some of that. So, you can open one and keep one as a collector pack. Or just do like Bear and just buy 2 books. I always wanted to do this, but it cost too much. Let's do it this time. Dale Keown's original art for CyberFrog Red Extermination has just been purchased. Holy cow. Congratulations to that incredibly fortunate supporter. Thank you so much for adding so much to this campaign, for sure. This means artist Dale Keown is receiving a 100K bonus for contributing to the cover for this comic book. He deserves it. No wonder he was so happy last night. We were very close. You passed 500K. Once there, we're going to make these groovy CyberFrog micro cars. So pretty cool. And every backer will receive one. They'll be on a nice bubble card with design packaging. Highly collectible. I think we're going to make it. You did, sir. You made it and then some. So, yeah, again, hopefully he will have it where he can do an add-on. With the campaign, so you get an extra couple or something like that. We need your support. Spread that word. What's Bear doing? Come on, man. And let's cross that finish line strong. There we rivet from Uncle Lee. So there you go. He crossed the 500K mark, people. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let's see. Ursula costume. Uh, are we talking about this one? What are we talking about here? Oh, we're still talking about bear and no pants. Okay. All right. Did Bear say nude stretch goal who's getting nude? New stretch goal. Sometimes, Bear has a hard time speaking. Bear has a hard time speaking sometimes. As Bear always says, you try speaking Bear. A little hard. A little hard. Hopefully Heather and not Ethan. There we go. Hopefully. There we go. All right. Anyway, so there is that, and I had. Let's see. Do we have one more? 1 second here, people. Professional show. Yada yada yada. Oh, and finally, for you good people, you can find it here. Nope, not that one. There we go. From Von Klaus. Von Klaus out here. Shipping update, which Bear got his. I just haven't read it. Vaughn left a very nice note for Bear. I think it was the Wednesday show before Bear left. I think we opened up Vaughn's book there live. So he gave a nice shout out to Bear there. So congratulations, Vaughn. Congratulations, sir. I'm sure it's a relief getting a lot of that. Okay, we've got the book, now let's get it out and let me get that off of my plate. And also, hey, people are now checking it out, so that's always fun and exciting. We've sent out most of the single books, including international, he says. Just sent out all of the Monster MDs. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out, people. Now moving to send out the rest of the orders and finish up. There's Vaughn and a whole bunch of books. Very good, sir. Very good. I also like how he did the tape. I wish more people would do kind of the personalized tape. I know it's an added expense there, but it adds like a nice little touch to it. I believe he did that also for the Monster MD. I think he did. I know he had like a little stamp that he put on there, which is pretty cool. We're starting printing t-shirts, so I'll be closing them down tonight. This is a couple days. Sorry, people. They will print and then ship freshly from the factory to you. So there you go. There you go. Wear that to the next Comicsgate convention. You might see Vaughn down there. I love fulfillment. So far, I'm getting a lot of positive response on Terror in the Trenches. This is great news. Many people are even getting 3 books of mine all at once. It's really the vaunted summer, he says. Vaunted summer. Oh shoot, I should have brought, gosh darn it, Bear got the hardcover for Cave Slave. On the back side of it is the Renee drawing that she did. I was telling her, I was like, that was great, that should have been the front cover. She's like, oh no, that was just a sketch I did. I'm like, I need to get some of your sketches. That was pretty cool. I like how she was doing the brims of the hats. So she was selling hats and people can get artwork on the inside brim of the hat. I thought that was a really, really interesting there. I didn't get Psycho Killers, but got Terror in the Trenches and Cave Save. Looking forward to getting them both, or reading them. Beard needs to just sit down. I feel like I've been going strong for a week here. Just needs to sit down and read some books and let you people know how well they are. How well they are. So, there you go. There is Vaughn stuff. Anything else? Rise again. There he is. Yada, yada, yada. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Vaughn. Looking like some excellent reading. I think he's pretty happy there. Excellent reading for Bear here. Alright, speaking of reading, let me get back here to the chats. Grr. That's close, Amy. That is close. You just need to get pulled up by a tornado and struck by lightning, and you too might be just like Bear and be able to speak Bear like Bear was able to speak English. Yes, I'm sorry, Eric. That was Bear's origin story. He's out in the woods, hurricane, tornado comes along, picks up Bear. Bear struck by lightning. finds himself back on Earth there, wakes up, and now he can all of a sudden speak English. Go figure, people. Go figure. Speaking of go figure, why am I not displaying anything? That would be a question. That would be a question. All right, let's see. Did I have... Thank you for sticking in here with Bear. Did I have anything else? Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do the headlines here and we'll kind of wrap it up. But let's see. We had the human bear at the Chinese zoo waving to people out there. And people think it's a person in a bear's costume. That's just crazy talk. Crazy talk. Let's see. Google Maps car got into a police chase. Ended up in a ditch. Not very good stuff there. Gal Gadot apparently coming back to Wonder Woman 3. So once again, James Gunn is making more confusion everywhere he turns. Everywhere he turns there. So, yay. I'm glad they didn't do Wonder Woman dirty like that. Gal Gadot dirty like that. But, I don't trust James Gunn. I'm sorry, people. I know people like James Gunn out there. Don't trust him. Don't trust him, and especially near the kids. Oy. Well, if you don't go see Oppenheimer, if you happen to have some free time, go check out a great Rodney Dangerfield movie called Back to School. Ironically enough, has Robert Downey Jr. in there. So it all comes back in a circle, people. It all comes back around. All right, people. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Wrap it up. Bears moonlighting in China. No, it's way too far. English is the superpower. The strength and claws is normal bear stuff. It's true. It's a true out here. Well, great. It is just great to see everybody out here, including all the new people. Jay was just great to meet out there. Eric, legendary stuff. Go check out Patrick Parnell's video from our trip down there. That was funny at the dungeon. Or excuse me, the castle, I should say. The castle. Eric's just sitting there like, yeah, I've seen all this before. All right, yeah, that's cool. Oh. Very cool. Thanking Eric, thanking P-Money. Let's see, who else? Jay, I thanked. Who am I missing here? Amy and Melissa. 7 of 9, of course. And as always, all of our lurkers and Russian bots. We appreciate each and every one of you. But you know what? All this talk of going back to school and Oppenheimer, yada, making Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr.